Hi everyone, it's Yulia, day 7 of our 14 days challenge for beginners. So today is time to rest, today is time to feel your body, today is time to incorporate all the strength, all the changes we've created for the last 6 days. So we're starting really small, it will be probably a shorter practice. But anytime you feel like you need a few moments for yourself, you need a few moments to rest, you can repeat it. It's a really great one. So we're starting in the child's pose. For that you need to bring your big toes touching, open your knees wide. Sometimes I do it with a block. You'll see if you need one, because again, ideally to come to child's pose with the spine absolutely straight and neutral, and we're coming down with the belly. If you're rounding or your hips are lifting, then try to come down with the block. So your block will be underneath your forehead and the forearms on the floor. Allow your shoulders to drop, allow your forehead to gently press onto the block. And feel that your hips becoming heavier. They're dropping towards your heels. Your belly becoming heavier. Just melts down towards the floor. And stay here. Keep breathing. Inhaling fully. Exhaling completely. And as you inhale, feel how your rib cage is working, how you're opening, creating space. And then when you exhale, you're just melting more towards the floor, creating more relaxation in the body. Good, we're staying here a little bit more. If you feel like you can move that block away, you can try. Forehead down towards the floor. Arms relaxed. Shoulders relaxed. Your shoulders will be dropping down towards the floor, but this is okay. And I want you to feel the space in between your shoulder blades. And feel that, and as you inhale, you're opening your rib cage, you're moving your sternum down towards the floor. And as you exhale, you move that space in between your shoulder blades, this part of your thoracic spine, of your upper back, deeper into the body. Good. On the next inhale, lift your head a little bit. Bring your right arm slightly forward, away from your shoulder. Then see, excuse me, if you can. Sorry, I have to move it somewhere, otherwise you won't be able to hear me. Yeah, right there. So your left arm goes across underneath your right armpit towards your right. Keep sitting and moving and using both sitting bones, and then you can twist your head and place the left side of your head towards the floor, the area just above your ear. Just a simple twist. You can keep your eyes closed. Feel the relaxation. You can even relax your right forearm onto the floor. And then we change sides. On the next inhale, you bring your left hand to the front. Okay, now I have to move it back. And then you twist towards your left. Right arm goes across your left armpit towards your left. You release your head the right side of your head just above your ear, right ear, to the floor, sending your hips back, relaxing back. Keep breathing. Relax your left forearm to the floor if it feels right. Good. On the next inhale, come back. From your child's pose, we're going to keep our hips over our heels, and we're walking with our hands just towards your right. You don't have to go too much, just a little bit. Move your hands away and release your torso towards the floor, your forehead towards the floor. And you feel a gentle stretch to the left side of the body. And then walk your hands back to the center. And then walk your hands over towards your left. Move your hands away, release your torso, release your forehead down, and feel the stretch to the right side of the body. Keeping both sitting bones down, and move your sitting bones away, so you're lengthening through the crown of your head and moving your sitting bones back. Good. On the next inhale, come back to the center. I want you to come to your tabletop. We're going to do a few cat and cows here. Hands slightly in front of your shoulders, feet underneath your knees underneath your hips. Take your toes under. Inhale, lift your tailbone, drop your belly, open your chest, look up. And this time, try to do it with your eyes closed, so you feel your body from inside out. Exhale, chin in, then lift your upper back, middle back, lower back, tuck your tailbone under and hollow up your belly. Drop your head, your neck is long and relaxed. Inhale, wave your spine forward and up. Feel the opening to the front side of your spinal column, to the front side of your torso. And then exhale, chin in, and then slowly, vertebra by vertebra, lifting your spine towards the sky, rounding it, and then take a tailbone under, drop your head. One more inhale to the front, and then exhale to the back. Feel the spinal flexion. Really drop your head. Good, then come back to neutral. I would say for me, I would need to back up a little bit, so I have more space to the front of my mat. Keep your pelvis directly above your heels. Don't let it move forward. Keep your toes tucked under and start walking your hands to the front. And again, maybe you will need that block underneath your forearm. Try. Maybe not. So you're walking your hands forward, keeping your hips above your knees, releasing your forehead onto the block. But imagine that you want to bring your sternum down towards the floor, so you're melting behind your heart. And if you feel like the block is not important there, so you don't need it, then forehead down towards the floor. But again, you're feeling, maybe just imagining that the front side of your chest, your sternum, moves down towards the floor, so you're really melting behind the heart, opening your chest, opening your armpits, opening your shoulders. And if you're pretty open, maybe you can try to release. Close your eyes there. Keep your toes tucked under. Really melt behind the heart. Really feel the opening to the front part of your chest. couple more breaths. On the next inhale, start walking your hands back. Come to a tabletop. Bring your right hand slightly to the front. Inhale, lift your left arm up. As you exhale, twist towards your left. Release your left shoulder onto the floor. Sorry guys, I don't know where to put this thing. It's always on the way. So twisting, relaxing the shoulder on the floor, relaxing your head towards the floor. Move gently your pelvis towards your left. You can bring your right hand away from your shoulder towards the front of your mat. If you feel steady, you can bring it above towards the sky, or maybe onto the sacrum, or to the crease of your left hip. And if you do that, you move that hip slightly towards your left, so you feel that your pelvis is neutral there. Keep breathing. You can close your eyes and feel. Good. Then right hand back onto the floor. Inhale, lift your left shoulder off the mat. Then left hand goes to the front. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, twist towards your left. Release your right shoulder down towards the floor. Head goes down towards the floor. Shift your pelvis towards your right. Bring your left hand to the front of your mat. Feel that ease. Feel that you're grounding down through your knees, through your toes, through your shoulders, that your crown of your head is lengthening away so your neck stays long. And if you feel that you can bring your left arm up towards the sky, by doing that you're increasing and deepening your twist, or maybe to your sacrum, or to the crease of your right hip. And if you do that, you gently press that right hip towards your right a little bit. We're staying here. And then slowly left hand back to the floor. Inhale, right shoulder off the floor. Come to a tabletop. Then back up your knees a little bit and just release your pelvis and belly onto the floor. Bring your forearms forward. Bring your elbows underneath your shoulders. Gently open your feet, maybe a little bit wider than your hips. You can wiggle your pelvis from side to side a few times to feel that there is no tension in your lower back, in your pelvis. Now, release your pelvis. Bring your shoulders up towards your ears and then move them back and away. Gently press it with your forearms down onto the floor, palms facing down. You can bring your chin parallel to the floor and stay here in your Sphinx pose, just a few moments. Feel this is a very passive back bend, very gentle back bend, but you're still working, you're still creating space in the body. And your body feels that it's really safe, it's really nice to practice this way. So your body can drop its guard and can really open up, can really allow you to go deeper into the pose. And see if you can practice with your eyes closed today. And then slowly release your chest towards the floor. From there, we're going to do a shoulder stretch. So I want you to open your right arm towards your right. Your palm stays in line with the shoulder. Then, with the help of your left hand stays in line with your chest. You roll towards the right side of your body, bending your left knee, moving your foot behind your right knee and placing just the toes on the floor. Release your head onto the floor. And your left hand will help you. So you decide, or your body decides, but your left hand helps you to move deeper. By pressing the floor away, you move deeper into the twist. You can even release the left foot down. Or if it's too much, you kind of rolling back towards the floor, so it will diminish or decrease the stretch of the shoulder. So you decide where you go and how deep you want to be. If you're pretty open, maybe you can press even more. You bend your right knee and place your right foot on the floor, so both knees will be pointing up towards the sky. Maybe you can bring your left arm over your right, and if you can grab, you see I can't, but maybe you can interlace your fingers there. So you decide. And very important that your right hand stays in line with your right shoulder. So your shoulder is being stretched, but the rest of the body is nice and relaxed. We're staying here a little bit longer. Normally the passive stretches we hold longer, because not just the muscles are being stretched, but also your connective tissues. And they are slightly different, completely different in nature. They're plastic, so it takes time for them to open up, to stretch. Good. Couple more breaths. On the next inhale, roll back onto your mat. Don't rush. Feel your right shoulder. When you're ready, bring your right hand next to your chest. And left hand goes away. Then roll to the left side of the body, bend your right knee, head stays down, the toes, I have to move the receiver as well, towards the back, behind your left knee, just the toes there, or the whole foot. And again, this right hand will help you to go deeper by pressing the floor away, or lower by releasing your right shoulder towards the floor. If you're pretty open, you know that you can bend both knees, placing both feet on the floor. Both knees will be pointing up towards the sky. Close your eyes and just feel the stretch to the left side of the body, to your left shoulder. And for some people it's quite excruciating, the sensations, the tension there. And we tend to look at the tension with a magnifying glass. So it's like nothing else exists, just that tension, those sensations. But I really invite you to feel your whole body. Yes, you have those sensations in your left shoulder. Yes, they are there and they're quite intense. But how the rest of your body is feeling. So how can you feel that your whole body is on the floor, and you can include those sensations in that picture? So you are fully inclusive. Not just your shoulder exists, but your whole body. Your whole body is in that pose. And when you do that, it suddenly becomes less and less important. Yes, you have it there, but you are working with your whole body and you're feeling your whole body. And it gives you slightly different or completely different sometimes sensations and feeling of the pose, during the pose and after. Good, then slowly roll back onto your belly. Take your time, no rush. Good. Bring your left hand to the side. And we're just rolling over so we can lay down onto our backs. I need to move this thing again, sorry, to the side. Good. Bend both knees, place your feet onto the floor. Wiggle your shoulders so they stay flat. Then bend your right knee, bring it in towards the chest. Place your right foot on top of your left knee, flex the foot. Place your right hand on top of the knee, of the right knee, and move that knee away. And relax. Then if you feel that you have some space, you can lift your left foot off the floor and thread your right arm in between your legs, interlace your fingers to the back of your left thigh, keep your right foot flexed, keep your right knee moving away, and stay here. Keep both shoulders on the floor and make sure that you're not flattening your lower back, so you still have some slight curve there. Maybe it's a tiny one, but it's still there. Then slowly release, and we switch sides, right foot onto the floor. Lift your left foot, open the knee to the side, left foot goes on top of your right knee. By flexing the foot, you will protect the knee, gently move it away. You can stay here. You have enough sensations, you don't have to go any deeper. Please be very mindful of what your body wants to do and what your body tells you. Good. If you have space, then lift your right foot, thread your left arm in between, interlace, and then flex both feet more actively and move that left knee away from you. Keep stamping with your pelvis down so your lower back has a slight curve there. And you always remember that by closing your lower ribs, engaging your deep core muscles, you're protecting your lower back. So you can try to do it now as well. Good, one more breath. And then slowly release. Let's do a simple twist. So keep that left knee in, extend your right leg onto the floor, grab your left knee with your right hand, open your left arm towards your left, and then bring your left knee towards your right, look over your left shoulder. Your left knee can be in the air, you don't have to release it down. And you can play by lowering the knee, and then you will feel the stretch more towards your sacrum, more towards the lower parts of your lumbar spine, or up. It would give you more sensations towards your upper parts of your lumbar spine, towards the upper parts of your lower back. Then inhale, come back to the center. Release your left leg to the floor, bend your right knee, left hand on top of your right knee, right arm towards your right. Inhale here, exhale, right knee towards your left and look over your left shoulder. And again, you can move the knee higher up a little bit and feeling where you feel the stretch. Sometimes we want to bring it higher up because that part of the body needs more attention, or we want to lower it. It depends on, how your spine is feeling today and where you feel that, where you have those tender points, where you have those, I want to say weak, but it's not weak. It's like special, or the points that need attention. Yeah? So we would avoid calling them good or bad, tender or weak. It's just points of a special attention for us. And then bring your knee back up, bring both knees in towards the chest. You can start massaging your lower back, wiggling your pelvis from side to side, or make circle movements. And when you're ready, extend your legs, bring the feet onto the floor, really drop your feet to the sides. Make sure that there is no tension to your pelvis and your thighs and your shins. Wiggle your shoulders, place them flat, and arms slightly away from the body. Gently lengthen to the crown of your head and press the back of your head towards the floor. And just melt. it's half of a challenge. You've done a lot, you've worked hard, and you deserve that rest. Your body deserves that rest. Because sometimes, you know, especially with the modern culture, we are achievers and overachievers. We want to go faster, do better, and achieve more. But sometimes we need that moments of rest, of relaxation, of letting go. And yoga is a perfect tool to teach us, though, to show us that we need to stay and live our lives in balance. There should be enough of everything, not too much of one thing, of achieving, strengthening, empowering, and lacking the relaxation and the rest. And the vice versa also works. If you're too sluggish and relaxed and lethargic, and it's not the balance, you need to have both sides in your life. Good. Start wiggling your toes, your fingers, ankles and wrists, arms overhead. Give yourself a nice stretch. Then roll onto the right side of your body. Keep your knees bent. And when you're ready, slowly start coming all the way back up. You can sit on the block. You can sit, let's sit on the heels. It's also a nice way of sitting. Shoulders over your pelvis, close your eyes and feel. Drop your shoulders, feel your body. Palms together in front of your chest. With your thumbs, touch your third eye. Bow a little bit deeper. Namaste. Well done. Day 7 is done, so you can tick this as well. Hope you feel rested. Hope you feel rejuvenated and ready for day 8, which will be a little bit more active. And as I said, the moment you feel that you need that rest, you can always come back to this practice. You can even, do next day and then do this practice again. So again, we need this balance between the power and relaxation. So I do hope that this practice will be your favorite and you will be coming back to this more and more. Thank you for watching. Thank you for practicing, and see you all tomorrow, day 8. Namaste.